academic failure, high school dropout, risky sex, teen pregnancy, substance abuse and addiction, mental illness, delinquency and criminal behavior, neighborhood and domestic violence is a daunting list of serious mental and behavioral problems, I know. But what's worse is if each one of them wasn't bad enough, we have concentrations in pockets throughout our country, both in rural and urban areas, where there are very high rates of all of these problems. When I grew up, I witnessed them all firsthand. Pregnancy in middle school, gun violence across the street, gang activity, alcoholism, bullying, hate crimes, and so forth. It's overwhelming to think about how to prevent any one of these problems, much less all of them. But when I was in fifth grade, that's exactly what I decided I wanted to do. I wanted to devote my life to understanding why some kids made it through and led successful lives, whereas so many others succumbed to the problems that they encountered and took a pathway towards many of these negative outcomes. But newsflash, all of these problems are preventable, and the key is prevention science. Imagine breakthroughs in preventing mental and behavioral problems as significant as those that have occurred due to advances in the medical sciences, which have virtually eliminated several diseases in the last century in our country, such as polio, yellow fever, and diphtheria. We've also significantly reduced deaths from car accidents thanks to airbags, seat belts, and campaigns to avoid drinking and driving. And of note, we have substantially reduced tobacco use in adolescents. But what is not well understood is that all of these significant improvements in the quality of life of individuals in this country are due to responses to disciplines, scientific disciplines that are forming the basis of prevention science. Prevention science, simply defined, is counteracting the causes of consequential behavior, as opposed to what we do now, which is addressing or attempting to address the consequences of that behavior after the fact. So, more breaking news. Advances in the neurosciences that are telling us how the brain develops throughout childhood and adolescence, which is a process that takes almost 30 years, has tremendous and profound implications for prevention science in helping us to learn how to avoid and disrupt pathways to many of these negative outcomes.